In last week's video, we talked about what is holding you back from being successful. And we talked about a couple of different things that are oftentimes just illusions in our own minds. In today's video, I want to talk with you about how to level up in life. So 5 hacks, what you can do in order to get successful, in order to start making changes in your life. So let's get started. Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Julia Arndt, and I'm a peak performance coach and stress management trainer. And in today's video, I want to share 5 life hacks with you on how you can level up in life, in your career, in your relationships, and just in general, in all the things that you want to achieve in your life. And the first hack that I want to share with you today is to confront habits that mess with your productivity. Scrolling through social media, for example, is a really good example of things that we are really used to doing, but that totally mess with our productivity. Or answering emails or answering other people's requests instead of looking at your own priorities. That is a really good example as well, where we are sometimes in the habit of just pleasing other people instead of looking at the things that we really need to get done in order to advance. And the very first, most important step here is, of course, to create awareness around that. What kind of habits are currently not helping you with your productivity? How much time do you spend on social media daily? How many requests are you answering on a daily basis and actually not get to the things that are important for you? Look at those different things and then decide, is that really helpful in my life, or does it mess with my productivity? And if you want to learn how to build habits, then I highly encourage you to watch the video on my channel that is all about how to build powerful habits. The second hack in order to level up in your life is to get out of your comfort zone. And it is a really powerful question to ask yourself, where do I currently feel comfortable and what makes me feel uncomfortable, right? Life happens out of your comfort zone. That's what they say, and it is absolutely true, because oftentimes we are staying in these different areas in our life where we are just comfortable and we are not pushing our limits in order to look over what is actually possible. The things that got you here will not get you there. The habits that you have created to get you to the point where you are today are not helping you to advance in your life. That is why you need to look at those habits, which I told you in the first hack, and then you need to really ask yourself the question, what makes me feel uncomfortable? And exactly what makes you feel uncomfortable, that is what you should be doing. Because here's the thing, oftentimes we wait until we feel really uncomfortable. And oftentimes when we are feeling uncomfortable, it is also connected with other difficult feelings, like for example, sadness or anger or frustration. And oftentimes those are the feelings that force us to get out of our comfort zone. So why wait? Why wait? Why would you not start to invest into new habits and into new things that actually bring you joy and that motivate and inspire you to do something new? The third hack that I want to share with you today is to create a healthy work-life balance. A lot of people always talk about healthy work-life balances, but what does that really mean, right? Especially as a peak performer, we love to work all day long. We feel very accomplished by getting a lot of things done. But in the long run, it's usually not very helpful, and a lot of people are burning out because they are creating very unhealthy habits, okay? Which is why, again, we are confronting the habits that mess with our productivity and we are getting out of our comfort zone, because sometimes the habits that we have created are not really healthy habits. So I'm highly encouraging you to create a routine, a new routine. And I would highly encourage you to start with a morning routine. Morning routines really help you to set yourself up for success in the morning. They make you feel accomplished in the morning. They make you invest in yourself and in your energy levels in the morning, which is really powerful because you need your energy throughout the rest of the day in order to be successful and get things done, right? Routines also help you to save time, which is obviously your most important resource. So if you want to learn how to create powerful routines, you can find a video on my YouTube channel about that as well. So make sure to check it out. The next hack that I want to share with you is to do less mindless activities and do more of what matters to you. I'm sure that all of you can relate to when I'm saying you're doing a lot of different things throughout the day, which make you feel really, really accomplished. And there's a reason for that, right? Because your body naturally, every time you're getting something done, releases dopamine, which makes you feel amazing. And it is absolutely addicting, which is why we are getting into those habits of doing a lot of things, doing a lot of small tasks in order to get that dopamine rush. But oftentimes when we are looking really, really closely and when we are being honest with ourselves, then we are oftentimes doing things that are not really important, that don't really matter to us. We oftentimes do things that other people want from us, right? We're going to different meetings, we're answering different emails and different requests in order to get that feeling of accomplishment. But if you are really, really looking at what actually matters to you, then you can shift your perspective and you can shift your priorities in order to focus on what is important for you to get ahead. And in this video, we're obviously talking about leveling up in your life. So you need to learn to honestly be a little bit more selfish with yourself. That doesn't really make sense, but you know what I'm talking about, right? To be selfish, because when you are doing more of the things that are really important to you, then that will get you ahead. It doesn't mean that you're saying no to everything else. It just means that you're a lot more smarter about what do you say yes to and what do you say no to? So do less mindless activities and do more of what matters to you. There's a really good book here as well that I can recommend to you, which is Essentialism by Greg McKeown or something like that. His name is Irish, so I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it correctly, but I highly encourage you to read this book or listen to it, because he is basically talking about a couple of really powerful steps on how to be more essential with your time. And finally, in order to level up in your life or in your career, you need to set clear goals. And you know, this is something that we hear about all the time, and you might be thinking now, oh, okay, I know all of these different things that Julia is already talking about, but let's take a look at this, because very often we think that we are setting really clear goals, but we don't actually really do it, because the greatest gap in life is between knowing things and doing things. I'm sure that you have heard about SMART goals, right? Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. But the question is, do you actually really set those kind of goals? Oftentimes, we are setting these huge milestones. Like, for example, I want to get really fit. Maybe I want to lose 30 pounds, or I want to go to the gym 5 times a week. But because these goals are so unattainable, because they're so unrealistic in the moment where you are at right now, you will never get there. You might be one of the people that is setting a New Year's resolution every January 1st, and then you actually don't get to the goal because your goal is just totally out of proportion. So it is super, super important that you are setting SMART goals, which means that really small, achievable goals that are realistic for you at that time, at the moment, at this present moment. Okay, so like, for example, if you do want to go to the gym 5 times a week, and maybe that is your big milestone, then you need to break this down. So for example, this week, the only thing that's kind of realistic for you is to go for 15 minutes to the gym, or to go outside for 15 minutes, but something really small and something attainable. Because here's the thing, every time you set a goal and you actually achieve that goal, you will feel absolutely amazing. And you are a lot more likely to do it again and to experience that again because you had a positive experience, than to force yourself, maybe for 2 or 3 weeks, to go to the gym 5 times a week. But because it is so unrealistic, it is absolutely not feasible for you to keep that up. So it is way better to start small with baby steps and then increase your progress instead of trying it the other way around, okay? Because you need to build that new habit and it will take some time. And if you need some more tips on how to set goals, I do have a video on that as well. So that's all I wanted to share with you today. 5 hacks on how to level up in life and in your career. I hope you found this video helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and comment down below what you are going to do in order to start leveling up in life. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope to see you in the next video.